What's up, YouTube? MCool40 here, giving you guys the next controversial topic of the day, and it is whether or not Dueling Network was a positive or negative influence in the game. So, before YCS Orlando, quite some time ago, I believe, probably 3 years ago, 2011, the week before the Dueling program came out, right before the YCS. Everyone and their mother basically found out about it and was on a hype train. But before that, please, the before time, tell her dad, you had to play YBD, Kaiba Corp Virtual Desktop, all these BS programs you had to download, kind of like Hardfight Area. But in those times, online testing was a lot rarer, quote unquote, and you know, you could go on Pojo and you would have to Therio. And I think the Therioing point in that game state was a lot more in-depth than it is now. You know, you would have to talk with your friends. You'd actually have to go to their house and play Yu-Gi-Oh! Or, you know, you'd have to talk to people and things like that. It's kind of where people thought that there was an underground network of players that knew everything, like Adam Corrin, Lazaro, Dale Bolito, things like that, Jeff Jones. Everyone thought that those players were some underground syndicate under Upper Deck, and they thought that they knew what they were doing at all times in some secret network. But the thing was, all it was just people going on Duelist Grounds and chatting about things, and you know, no one really thought about that. But back in the early days, there was no online dueling simulator like Dueling Network. You had to connect, play your friends. The shuffler was worse than DN's. I'm not saying that in a bad way, but you know, it's the general complaint I hear. But you know, during Teledad, you had to actually processively think about your moves. You had to think about how the mirror match would go. And, you know, this is where I stand on Tier 0 formats and general things like that. It's because of my mindset not having DN around back in the day to kind of be as judgmental and things like that. Now, when you look at how the game has evolved with the process of DN, Orlando was actually the first event to have, you know, the help of it. And up until the week of the event, you know, a lot of players had to really go on Dueling Network for the first week and just test. And that was the format with Six Samurai being a really relevant matchup. And, you know, talking to people at the event, I mean, a lot of people were taking what DN was doing at the beginning stages to heart. And it was really becoming an impactful thing. So YCS Orlando, having it be technically the first event in 2011 that actually had, you know, the first stages of DN, I thought DN would be considered, you know, a benefit to the game. And it really did, because talking to people and their testing, I think a lot more people were more well-tested for that particular event with the help of DN than any really other event, because it was the first stages. Now, as we progress to today, you have your scumbag DN player that thinks they are the hot shit because they are like 1600 and they're like number 10 on the leaderboard, but they're fucking awful at the game. And general things like that, you know, time progresses things. The way the Yu-Gi-Oh! Community functions, like, we're getting worse every year. And I'm not saying what DN has evolved into, whether or not it's in negative connotation or positive connotation, but from the early stages till now, the way that the players are valuing DN has become worse and less positive, because some of you guys really do take it for granted. I mean, the first week we had it, it was a fucking beautiful system. You know, you used it for what it was meant for, and it was planning to win the event. Now, a lot of people just go on there and try to fucking troll. I'm not saying that there aren't players that still go on DN and actually take it fucking seriously, but the point is, the value of such a beautiful program has lessened over the contrast of these last 2 to 3 years. And, you know, it's really sad to see how people just think it's fun just to go on and troll by summoning like 3 Blue Eyes White Dragons and Unrated, or some really stupid shit like that. And I don't know. It's just sad to see that my own personal opinion is, you know, DN has gone down the drain over the years. Not because of the program. The program's fantastic, but because of the community that now resides in it. They think that, once again, they're the hot shit and, you know, general things like that. But you know, that's all just part of the negative and the positive that come and go in the community. But that's just Yu-Gi-Oh! In a nutshell. So guys, give me your 2 cents. 2. I said 2 cents. Not 3 or 4, not 5 or 6. Give me 2 cents, please. Tell me what you guys think about the negative and positive connotations that now exist with the end in the here and now, not in the past. You know, the golden ages are over. We've waken the fuck up. It's a different day now. Leave a comment down below. Tell me what you guys think. And I'm kind of actually looking forward to reading these comments more than some of my other videos. So please give compensate. Please give comments. Goodbye.